Hello, I'm Ramreichan Keishing, the president of Tangkhul Katamnao Saklong. I'm calling this press conference with regards to a video interview given by a certain individual called Tony Singsit, whose video was first appeared on YouTube and now viral on social media. There are many discrepancies and narratives in the video, and as such, I would like to set the record straight through this press conference because his false narrative has caused a lot of confusion both in Manipur and Nagaland to the general public.
According to the video and also various other press releases from Kukis, including the protest rally in Saikul and also the one that took place in Delhi yesterday, the Tangkhuls are being blamed for orchestrating the ambush on church leaders in Kangpokpi. What are your comments on that?
Well, I'm deeply shocked as to why every incident has to blame to Tangkhul. The ambush that is carried out in Kangpokpi to the Thadao religious leader, where in between two villages of the Kukis. The Tangkhuls at the present moment, we are facing a very great atrocities on ourselves. And how can we go beyond to that extent? And also that is in the Kuki villages. So this is a blatant or the unfounded blame on the Tangkhuls, which is not true at all.
He also mentioned that about the hostages and also the number of injuries. We also want to know how accurate that is from your end.
Yes, as per the report received from the rightful person, the recent hostages that is carried happened in Senapati. 16 hostages from Kukis has been released, but in the video he claimed that it was only 7, which is not correct at all. And also the survivors in the attack, he mentioned that it was only 1 survivor, but as per the records of the state government, there were 5 survivors. So considering all these factuals, the number that he claims were not correct, not true. So this itself questions the credibility.
He has mentioned that the Kukis have always wanted peace, and that is something that they've been brokering for. So what do you have to say on that?
Peace, yes. As a leader, we have always wanted peace. But peace at what cost? Peace has to be out of truth. When the truth is acknowledged, there can be a peace. Peace cannot be out of lies, or peace cannot be built out of hypocrisy. While mentioning about peace, I would like to stretch or brief the genesis of this very conflict. This conflict is triggered by the incident that happened on 7th of February in Litan, where they mentioned that it was happened out of a drunken brawl, but it was not at all because of a drunken brawl. Yes, a man by name Stalin Shimre, when he was returning home, there were 6-7 people, Kuki people were there. And since it was dark at night, the flash of the torch happened to reach to those Kukis staying late in the night outside. And then they began to some heated arguments, and then they started attacking him brutally, and he was severely injured. So the conflict that we are undergoing now is not just an isolated case, but the 7th February incident was a trigger point, but there has been a series of incidents like such in the recent times. I want to recall some of the recent incident that happened in Litan areas. But before quoting these, I want to also share that in the stretch of this National Highway 202, there are only 2 Kuki villages, mostly surrounded by Tangkhul villages. But ever since I grew, I have never heard that a Kuki guy or a Kuki was assaulted or beaten up by Tangkhul. But on contrary, the Tangkhul people have always been in the receiving end. They have been beaten up, brutally assaulted. Many cases have been happened. I want to quote few of the incidents that happened recently. On 29th December 2020, where the head of the Sharkapung village was beaten up. He was attempted to murder, where he saved himself running into police station of Litan. Beating up or attempt to murder to any person is a serious or a criminal offense. But according to the Tangkhul customary law, it is more serious when laying hands or attacking the heads of the village. It is indeed a very serious crime. But then, as we have said, peace. Tangkhul have always choose peace over conflict. So we have forgive them even after committing this very serious crime. We have forgive them. And then again on 2025, a winger driver carrying a full passenger was again attacked and assaulted. Now, this has enraged especially the youths of the Tangkhuls to a great extent. But then the leaders, the surrounding leaders, the leaders of the Litan areas rush in. They had the meeting with